Hey guys, James here. I'm a bit pissed right now because every fucking website that lets me do a free webcam recorder, it ain't working for some reason. I don't know what the fuck's up with that. I can't figure it out. So I'm stuck with this one that has a watermark that goes all around the fucking screen. So, sorry about that. I really am. I thought about maybe just doing the fucking VTuber, but I thought that'd be boring as shit. So, yeah, we're doing it like this. I might be a bit pissy during this recording. I've recorded this before, but because of the fucking watermark hopping all around the fucking screen, I'm like, okay, well, I don't want the watermark on here. I'm not going to spend fucking money on this website, though. So, and I'd use the camera app built into my laptop like I did back in, like, Season 8 and 9, but when I put that into my editing software for the music, the audio becomes out of sync, and I don't know why. So, I don't know. I'm sorry about the watermark. I might put something over there to block it. I don't know. But, Blade versus Buffy. I know I'm really late to this. I had a video recorded. It was before it was the day after the episode was announced. But because of this website, I'm like, I want to find something better. And then everything I found, ain't working. So, fuck you, I guess. Well, fuck me, I suppose. This week's been shitty. This week's been awful. So, I'm a bit pissy right now. But, Blade versus Buffy, I don't know. I don't really got much to say. Like, this isn't a surprise. I saw a lot of people go like, wow! And like, I don't know, that felt very obvious to me. Like, we knew we were getting an Ismahawk episode from the Kickstarter, and chances are, like, shit keeps bumping the mic, it's the fucking cord, it's all, like, tangled and shit. But we knew that Ismahawk episode was on the way. They said they're aiming to release it this year. Similar thing with the Torian episode, so that might be next, but we'll get that later. But the Ismahawk episode was probably going to be this year, and supposedly during MagFest, when they announced Ghost Rider vs. Spawn, that was said that the Ismahawk death will be gruesome, or will be gory. Because they've heard the criticisms regarding the death in Nightwing vs. Daredevil and Winter Soldier vs. Red Hood, where the deaths are weak as shit. So they're trying to rectify that with this one. Which, yeah, really helped push that, like, okay, it's probably going to be Blade vs. Buffy. And, like, that was already a pretty big guess before that, because during one of the ballot banters, when they haven't decided what the Ismahawk episode should be yet, Blade Buffy came up, and then Sam was like, you know, maybe this is what we should ask the Ismahawk guys. This is what we want to do. So, for, like, since the beginning, this was likely. This was the big guess as to what the episode's gonna be. And I'm fine with it. I don't know, like, I definitely, like, expected it. It was not a surprise at all. I did kind of throw out the possibility of, oh, it could be Peacemaker versus Soldier Boy. Because we haven't really had any other DC episodes. We have Kyle, and that's it, surprisingly. And that would also fit, like, a gory kill, so that could have been it. I know the team does like that matchup, even though it didn't perform that well in the Tournament of Champions. But it's Blade Buffy. I'm fine with it. What I could tell, it's a classic matchup, but also a matchup people are kind of mixed on. I don't know, seeing general reception to it. Personally, I'm not super familiar with Blade or Buffy. I saw the two Blade movies, like, a couple of years ago. He's in Deadpool Wolverine, and I haven't really seen Buffy. I believe it's original movie that got a TV show, and then there's a whole bunch of, like, comics and novels and shit. I haven't seen any of it. I know there's a sex feat in the comics, so, expect that in the rundown somewhere. Be like Hulk and Homelander. But that's kind of where my knowledge ends on Buffy and Blade. I know Buffy's been getting hit with the who treatment like Sauron did, and people tried doing with Dimitri. I really only heard of her through the Death Battle community, because the show, I think it, like, ended maybe a year or two before I was born. I don't know. I remember looking up, but I don't remember when. I was born in 2004, so whenever the fuck that ended. So yeah, I really didn't know her until the Death Battle community, which just has introduced me to a lot of other franchises. But it's Blade Buffy. I think I'm more so just like cool they're getting on. These are characters I'm kind of surprised haven't been on. And hey, it's also something new that has new shit because the last episode that was announced that we didn't know the combatants already, and it was new characters was Among Us versus Fall Guys. The two episodes that were announced that weren't announced during the Kickstarter featured returners, and then everything else this year so far has been stuff announced at the Kickstarter. So it's nice that we got a bit of a surprise. By a bit of surprise, I mean it was kind of pretty obvious, but we didn't know it for sure yet. So there's that. That's kind of my general thoughts on the matchup going in. Like, it sounds cool. Uh, I'm interested in learning about these two. That's really what I'm mostly excited for, just to learn more about Blade and Buffy as characters, because they seem pretty cool. And regarding the fight, because I'm so fucking delayed on this, we actually have the actors for Blade and Buffy. I don't remember them by name, but I know for a fact, Blade's actor is just fucking Blade. He is just Blade in real life. Like, he is skilled. Like, he is great with a katana. Like, Death Battle uploaded, like, a reel, one of his reels on Twitter and Blue Sky. He is skilled at it. Like, holy shit. But he was also in a Mr. Beast video, like a short. Can a katana block a bullet? He sliced a bullet. So, yeah. And then Buffy's actress, she's been in Darman videos. We got the fucking Death Battle X Darman X Mr. Beast crossover with this one. That's the best casting. I don't care how skilled these guys are. Just the fact we could say that makes us the best casting they could have ever possibly done. Like, that is awesome. I don't know who was in charge of casting. I'm pretty sure it's Ismahawk. I don't know. But give that person a raise, guys. I love that. But as for what I'm kind of expecting to see in the episode, I heard something, but I don't know what the fuck that was. Okay, whatever. But regarding what I'm expecting to see in the episode, for the fight, we actually do have some little previews of it in the next time trailer. First time since Ghost Rider vs. Spawn, where we did see the actors. But it looks like it might be a bit of like maybe a house or some shit, maybe another garage. Somewhere dark and dingy. But regardless of where the fight is, for the setup, this definitely feels like one where you can easily just get a setup for it without without needing to do anything like deep or a lot. Because like they both hunt vampires. Blade is half vampire. It's like a specific name. I don't remember the name of it, but half vampire. So like Buffy's a vampire slayer. Bada bing, bada boom. You got your setup there. You can probably have a bit of banter at the start, and then just have the fight start from there. Maybe the start of it could mostly be like a close quarters knife fight or knife and stake fight. I don't know how many like bladed weapons Buffy has, but like a blade fight at the start, using like really awesome action scenes. It's a live action fight, so like do some fucking blade shit to start until maybe you can have Buffy just splash holy water in Blade's face, like that won't work on me, motherfucker. And then Buffy just like punches Blade in the face. I don't know. I don't really know what to expect in this fight because, again, not super familiar with these two. But like, I just expect a lot of cool shit, just a lot of cool close quarter combat between the two. Maybe a bit of gunfighting. We know Buffy does have a crossbow in the fight, so some distance shit. I definitely want them to make a lot of use of the environment. Because, it's like Winter Soldier versus Red Hood. You had, like, the door swinging scene. Maybe something kind of like that with their stealth. Their skill in stealth. And, their ways of counteracting that stealth. Like the enhanced senses and the witch compass and shit. I don't know. I think that'd be pretty fucking cool. And that's mainly just what I want from the fight. This isn't really going to be a fight prediction of, like, a lot of detailed stuff, you know? It's like Spider-Man versus Deku, or Ruby versus Maka. It's more so just, like, generally a list of things I think would be pretty cool to see. You know, like a gunfight, you know, them using, like, the environment for, like, taking cover, or, you know, getting a jump on the other. You know, maybe you have a cool shot of, like, the blade that kind of works like a boomerang from Blade. Is, like, throws it around. You got the camera, like, following it, if you can do that. I don't know. It's live action. I don't really know the limitations because we haven't had one in, like, 5 fucking years. But now have, like, the blade circling around, you know, stuff like that. You can maybe have a shot showing, like, the cross necklace on Buffy that she uses to protect against vampires. You know, cool stuff like that. Is definitely, like, I mostly have ideas for, like, the kill mainly, but, like, at some, like, probably early on you can have Buffy bring out the axe, or the scythe that looks more like a fucking axe than a scythe. Funny, we went from a scythe fight to a girl with a scythe, so you know, have that, and, you know, Blade using his katana. Have, like, a cool, like, more bigger Blade fight. I guess Mohawk does well with live action stunts, so I expect them to make this look really fucking cool. There's a lot of cool, like, Blade fights and whatnot. You know, have Blade use the breathing gun at some point, and, you know, that could maybe be involved in the kill if it works, and if it doesn't, have it be shot but doesn't really hurt Buffy. I'll talk more about some of this shit later in, like, the who will win section, but but, you know, like, just a lot of cool sword fight. I keep saying that, but, like, that's really what I want. Just, like, cool cinematography stuff. And, like, leading to the kill, if Blade wins, I would love if they use, like, so he has, like, vampire blood in a serum he uses to fight Wolverine. I think it'll be very fitting, you know, to kill a vampire slayer, inject the vampire, like, get Buffy in a headlock, inject the vampire blood into Buffy, make her into a vampire, and you can have the cross on her neck, like the necklace cross, work against her, because now she's a vampire and weak to crosses. I think that'd be fucking sick, and then you can guarantee a kill with the breathing gun, or, you know, use the scythe for, I don't know, beheading, blow her head up. I don't know the limitations they're working with here, because it's a gory kill, supposedly. I don't know if there's any evidence of this being said, or it's just people spreading misinformation. Because people were also saying the Ghost Rider and Spawn sprites were custom made. Spawn maybe, but not Ghost Rider. Anyways, maybe the head blowing up, decapitation, stab through the heart, you're to blame. I don't know, stuff like that for if Blade wins, and if Buffy wins, you can have, you know, use the scythe, cut him in half. I don't know. Oh yeah, another an idea real quick. Blade does have, like, a ceiling thing. I don't remember if it's like a spell or an item, but apparently Buffy's axe can cut, like, through dimensions. So maybe you could have. I don't know if they could do this because it'll use a lot more, like, you know, visual, like, fucking editing. But I forgot the word. CGI of, like, him, like, sealing away Buffy, but Buffy opens up a wormhole and breaks out through that. And you could also maybe use that to bring the axe into the fight. I don't know. But I'm expecting mostly, like, a decapitation kill, an impalement kill, I don't know, something like that. As for who wins, it's, like, the quickest I'm getting to it, because one guy bitch that I don't get to this right away because I have a structure I follow. Anyways, I want to say this now. I am going to be, like, referencing a blog, a Matchup Madness blog. I will link it in the description, so credit to them for a lot of this. It was made in, like, 2024. Was it 2020? I'm pretty sure it was 2024. August 28th, 2024, so a bit over a year old, so maybe some stats on the Marvel side isn't up to date with what people generally buy, but, whatever. I don't care. But I want to say this now. Apparently, Buffy had, like, 180 novels that haven't been looked into, and Speedy went for all of them. So, there might be something in the novels. I don't know. I'm not gonna go read 180 fucking novels for a series I don't really have any investment in to begin with. Like, I'm interested in learning about Buffy. Don't care to get into it. Apparently, the writing got really fucking weird for the show, so I'm good right now. Maybe the episode convinced me otherwise. So, if there's something in the novel, I don't know it. So, don't get mad at me. Anyways, this is gonna be one of those ones where, like, physically, like, the physical, how physically strong they are, and how strong their weapons are, gonna be a big difference thing. But let's talk physical stats. What are they at physically? I do have, like, 2 things up here. Let's see. So, physical stats. Let's see. Blade. You know, like, physically, he's a Marvel Street tier. Scale him to Wolverine, surviving a point-blank nuclear blast, got 21.7 kilotons. Deadpool surviving a big explosion from a punch that got 30.9 kilotons. Deadpool dodging Cyclops' optic blast, moving at the speed of light. Beast reacting in nanosecond time frames. So, you know, speed of light for speed, and 30 kilotons for AP. I think that's like... I'm too lazy to look that up. It's like 8:56, which isn't late, but I also work in the morning, so I want to get this done, really, but Buffy should scale to the vampire she slays and other supernatural beings. Lyria, I think that's her name, creating a big explosion that got 2.34 kilotons. And then there's Angel pushing Willow out of the way to get out of the way of, like, oncoming lightning, got Mach 505. StatCast kind of big in Blade's favor here. And, like, AP might not be what people agree with now. I'm pretty sure Census, I'm pretty sure it was after this, but G1 guy did, like, a bonus blog of Batgirl versus, not Batgirl, Catwoman versus Black Cat that did, like, a huge nerf on Marvel Street tiers. I don't really know if I agree with a lot of it, so... But I had Speedy on it. Speedy is, like, one of the main researchers, so... Whatever the fuck. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure, like, the light speed stuff is still generally considered fine. But, yeah, physical stats, that is way more in Blade's favor here. But, let's see. Let's also talk Arsenal-wise. And this is also where I think Blade's going to hold a very significant advantage for him. Because they both do have a lot of different stuff. They got Blade has a bunch of guns and blades, a bunch of supernatural related shit. Witch compass to determine location of magic or demonic beings. Vampire blood that makes someone into a vampire. I already talked about that. A healing factor that let him regenerate from impalement, torn flesh, and drain from like 8 pints of blood. And then, like, moments later, after all that at once, he got up and beat the shit out of, like, 8 people, so, you know. He also has an energy siphon, and then the breathing gun that is basically a fuck you device for anything with any form of demonic connection, with it being able to shoot through the Cosmic Ghost Rider and be threats to other heralds. We'll talk heralds later. It's not a Marvel episode, we don't talk heralds, I guess. I don't know, Miles, actually. He also has the Carbonadium Sword, which isn't as strong as... Oh, it's not... What's it, Carbonadium? Adamantium. Adamantium Katana, which is one of his main weapons. It's not like the exact same kind of adamantium as Wolverine, but it's still been used to, like, fuck up the Hulk, so... Yeah, just fucking scale up the heralds. He has, like, 2 things that scale the heralds. So, and then Buffy. Vampire slaying equipment like cross stakes, holy water, crossbow. She has limited level of magic, and the Slayer Slayer ancestry bullshit, I guess. I don't know, she tapped into the Slayer force. Makes her superhuman, offers a healing factor that allowed her to recover from the coma in 8 months that she was supposed to be permanently asleep from. Regain all of her blood in just a day. And basically what the Slayer thing is, it psychically links her to the history of Slayers, which has internal magic sources that came from demonic origins. And then the big weapon is her scythe, And I got a side tangent here with the Scythe. So during a Death Battle cast, it was the one with originally it was just Toru versus Sidao Mao from Devil's Part Timer and fucking Dragon Maid. But there was also the Buffy versus Dean matchup because these were pitches, and because like it was a lot of was talking about Dean and like the crazy shit he can do. I asked, does Buffy have anything that really matches Dean? Someone I also made sure to add, I don't know much about Buffy. Does she have anything that matches Dean? And someone just added me and said she has a scythe. You can't just tell me she has a scythe and don't fucking elaborate when I just said I don't know shit about fucking Buffy. I had to get close for that one because I literally just said, hey, I don't know shit about Buffy. You can't just tell me she has a scythe and then leave it at that. That doesn't tell me anything. Tell me what the scythe can do. How powerful is the scythe? Ain't hard to do that. Just add a little bit of extra info, dude. Telling me she has a scythe tells me nothing. Let's talk about what the scythe can do. Oh, Christ. Can you tell I'm can you tell I'm not in the bestest of moods? Anyways, the scythe, breathing gun, and adamantium sword. Or katana, whatever. Let's talk about the blade shit first, because we've talked heralds already. Scaling the Cosmic Ghost Rider with the breathing gun. And also the breathing gun, it specifically can only hurt demonic beings. The Slayer shit on Buffy does have demonic origin, so probably work. But the katana is also a very safe bet. But, it hurt the Hulk. It's not like, obviously it's not like fucking, the Outerversal Hulk. That shit, that was in Hulkzilla. But should still scale to, like, the Multiverse Plus shit. I'm pretty sure I actually wrote down some examples. Actually, why do I not just go to that section of the fucking blog? Okay. The big sexy feat with Hulk, caused ripples through the multiverse, got Multiversal Plus. Thor and Thunderstrike are able to cause a mystical energy wave that was compared to the Big Bang, travel for all planes of reality, Multi-Plus. Thanos takes hits from Odin. Weekend fought a battle with Seth that destroyed galaxies, reignited stars, and caused a shockwave across every plane of reality, Multi-Plus. Edge Multi-Plus, I think, is fine for the fucking the sword, probably also the gun. So, and also why do these scale? Like I said, beat the shit out of Hulk with the sword. So, I think he's also like just been able to use this go against like Thor, Drax, and Thanos. So, physically, he doesn't scale. His equipment though should scale. And as for Buffy, let's see here. That's not the page section I want to be on. So with the scythe, she was able to break the Seed of Wonder. Seed of Wonder, Anya was able to create another dimension called the Wishverse, which likely contains at least another Hell dimension. Using the Seed of Wonder. Cosmology bullshit, I'm not explaining because I'm tired of cosmology. It got low multi to multi plus. Depends on the cosmology there. But, they both can physically one-shot each other. Well, not physically one-shot, but with their equipment can one-shot the other. So this might just be a case of like, okay, who's faster? And I know, well, I don't know, but apparently there's a bunch of light speed arguments with Buffy. However, they all don't really follow the speed of light rules, or no one's really like reacting or dodging them or nothing like that, so they don't really apply. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I'm excited for the episode, but I don't give a fuck about this debate at all. But yeah, it just seems like Blade just has safer and easier argument to make. He takes the stat trinity, generally better arsenal going for him because, Switch Compass can always find where Buffy is. Stealing obviously won't work, but I listen mainly the more important shit. But also because of, like, his heritage of being a, what the fuck is he again? I don't know. Um, uh, um, I don't know, whatever Blade legally classified as. It was mentioned in the preview for him. The witch hunting shit doesn't work on him, which is also, like, Buffy's main thing. So, like, the one stake to the heart, the crosses, the holy water, the sunlight, don't kill Blade. Well, a stake to the heart might, but that would kill anyone, so. Yeah, it just seems like Blade has safer arguments here, to, like, argue him winning. So, my bet's gonna be on Blade. And for him, I'm rooting for Blade too. Like, I'm excited to learn more about them, but I'm just slightly more familiar with Blade than I am Buffy, so. Yeah. And like I said, there might be something in the fucking novels. Like, there's like 180 of them. They haven't really been looked into, so Buffy might have something there. I don't know. But for now, my bet will be on Blade. Maybe the G1 blog might change it. I don't know. I'm sure they're looking into the novels. But, yeah, that's really all I got. I'm excited for the episode. I hope it is good. This will be our Halloween episode. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this was done prior to Hulk vs. Godzilla, because they were filming this. They were filming the fight during the Wayne period for Spider-Man vs. Deku, and I would presume they probably had everything edited prior, outside of what they would have had to edit for the fight, which could have probably just easily been done during the waiting period for that episode after Spider-Coup. So it's probably been ready, but they wanted to save it for Halloween because, no duh, it fits Halloween, so just, like, push it back there and put Hulkzilla in its place, and that's probably part of why Hulkzilla, as well as Ruby Maka, had to get that bit of a delay, the extra week for their waiting periods, because this one has I think it's just a 3-week waiting period, so when I'm recording this on the 3rd, 2 days from now, should get Buffy's preview, the Tuesday following, the fight preview, or trailer, and then the Sunday after the episode, so I gotta check if I work that day, too. So. Anyways, I do hope the episode's good. And also, the whole Marvel fiasco, I should probably mention, because in the last 4 episodes, we've gotten free Marvel episodes, and there's also Ghost Rider earlier in this year. And I can understand why people might be annoyed by it. Personally, I don't care that much. Like, yeah, I would like if these were spaced out a bit more, admittedly. But at least all of them are ones that kind of offer different stuff. Like, like with Ghost Rider, that's bringing Spawn back, and that hasn't had an episode since season fucking 1. So, yeah, bring that. I'm okay with it. Hulkzilla, we haven't had a Godzilla episode since season 6. Spider-Man vs. Deku is one of the best matchups ever, so, there's that. One of my favorites, so I'm biased there. That was Buffy. New franchise was Buffy. And, again, like, also it's a stat perspective. All these guys are kind of different. Well, not fully different with stat-wise, but stat and also, like, narrative. Like, how their personalities and all that shit, their narratives, their stories, all very different from each other, so, like, I'm not super bothered by it. It's not like 3 Spider-Man episodes in 1 season, so whatever. I do kind of hope we don't have any more Marvel episodes for the rest of the year. I don't know if we will. We might get a Marvel DC for all I fucking know, but outside of that, I don't think we probably will. For my next time guess, I'm gonna take a guess. It's gonna be the Torian episode, where right now, since it's not Ruby Maka, obviously, I'm mostly leaning to it being the Shulk vs. Lightning. That's a matchup they dig. That's a matchup he really likes. They've been mentioning a lot that they want to do a Final Fantasy episode that's not 7. Lightning is, what, Final Fantasy 6. It's not 7, I know that much. And I know Xenoblade's been coming up a fair bit, so we might get that soon. I don't know. We could also maybe get like Liu Kang versus what's his name? I'm blanking on the name. I kind of want to look it up, but also that might take me a minute. I mean, no one cares. No one's watching this far into the video. If you are, thank you, but it's like it's a Mortal Kombat Killer Instinct episode. Load. Okay, if I know how to spell the fucking character's name. Jago! Liu Kang vs. Jago. That's also one. Scorpion Wolf is another one. Like a fighting game episode in general, really. I'm kind of mostly leaning Shulk Lightning as my guess, but I don't know. I don't. Ruby Mako's definitely the one I really wanted the Torian episode to be, but I'm okay with like Shulk Lightning or some shit. I'm mostly just happy to see another Torian episode. I don't know if Torian will be like a consistent animator on the show again. I would hope he will be, because I fucking love Torian. Like, even animations aside, I love him on cast. Like, those older casts with Torian on them are my favorite Death Battle casts. Like, they are the most funnest of fucking times. And when he stopped becoming, like, a regular on the cast, I started to lose more interest. Because, like, a couple of years ago, I went and started, like, rewatching, well, a lot of them was watching for the first time, but watching all the cast from, like, the first one. And, like, halfway into season 6, I started to lose that momentum because Torian wasn't as big a part of them anymore. And Torian is what helped make a lot of those really fun to watch, just because how off the fucking rails he got with his rants sometimes. Like, they were the funniest things ever. So, like, I like modern cast. I don't mind modern casts. I do like that champions have a bit of involvement in them. I do kind of miss the time where it was mostly just, like, Q&As talking about what's kind of going on right now in, like, pop culture area, or just what they're doing, and then, like, the debate is, like, the last part of it. I understand why they're doing it this way now, but I do miss that era, because it's just fun, like, just watching them just talk about random shit going on. I don't know. Especially since it left it open for, like, more random bullshit to go off, to just go off the rail entirely. I also just miss Q&As, but I guess I understand why they're not doing those anymore. I think they stopped during Season 8 or after Season 8. I want to say it was after Season 8. I'm just rambling about stuff. It's not even Blade Buffy at this point. But, yeah, we got 2 more episodes after this year. We have the November episode and the December episode. I'm guessing one of those is probably going to be the Torian episode. As for what the other one will be, I don't know. Ash Yugi is definitely one of the guesses, and I feel like that probably will either be the last episode this year or the first of next year. So we're either end this year off on a whimper or start next year on a bad note. So, I don't know, one of the two. Or something else. I would love something else. And then Ash Yugi. But, yeah, I hope you all did enjoy this. This last, like, 10 minutes, or not 10, like 5 minutes. It's not even about the fucking matchup. I do hope Blade Buffy is good. I hope the episode's good. I don't have much more to add to it. The episode will be in, like, a bit over a week right now. Goddamn. Wish me luck on editing out the fucking watermark. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just throw this on, like... I was thinking, like, just throw this on a black screen, have shit be on screen, but that's more editing for me, so... I don't know, I'll figure it out. This probably will come out, like, 2 days from now. I have to see what the hell my scheduling is. But, yeah. I don't have anything else to say, so... Peace!